Codependency is really about being dependent, being codependent on somebody else for your sense of self. And we're going to look for some subtle signs. Next one, you have a really hard time making decisions. It can be small decisions like which flavor of latte you want to get when you're on your next coffee run, or which item on the menu you should order when you're out for dinner with friends, which thing is going to be the perfect thing that's going to fulfill all of your culinary taste buds and desires in that moment. And you pine over the menu for what feels like a long time, and you finally make a decision and you place your order, and then a few minutes later you might even find yourself going after the server and saying, hey, I want to get this instead. Where you really struggle to make decisions and are often asking people for what they think you should do. Not that way of like crowdsourcing and getting different perspectives to help you kind of figure out some different ways of looking at something before you make a decision where you're like, oh, like, what do you think I should do? It's more like, what do you think I should do? Where you're giving that decision to someone else because you don't want to deal with either making the quote unquote wrong decision and failing and worrying about what that's going to mean about you when you already have that more kind of fragile self-esteem, that teetering sense of self that we talked about before, about not really trusting yourself or feeling good about yourself. So you worry that if you make the wrong decision, it's going to mean that you are a failure, that you are maybe not good enough and you don't know what you're doing and you can't trust yourself. Or you fear that if you make a decision that upsets someone even slightly, or that someone doesn't like, that you are a terrible person for doing that. And so you might even find yourself deferring your decisions to others and getting them to tell you what to do.